This is the story of how I got kidnapped in Colombia. So I was going to Colombia in South America for winter break, just to, just to explore, see some new countries. My family's from Chile, so I was gonna go to Chile as well. But first stop was Colombia. I was meeting my girlfriend there. She was coming 2 days after I was to get there, so I was gonna be alone. I was flying there alone. So I get there. It's nighttime. It's like Friday night. Get to my hotel. It's like about 8 p.m. Seems like a good time. People, are kind of like in the streets partying and whatnot. So I get a beer from my hotel refrigerator that they had, and I walk out into the streets of Cartagena. And when I go out, there's tons of people outside. There's freaking lights. There's parties everywhere. Tons of people all over the streets just drinking, enjoying their company, having a good time. Groups of people, just really good vibes. Like there's lights on and, all this celebratory stuff going on. It's just a Friday, it's not even any specific like holiday or anything like that. But so I'm walking around, I'm enjoying the vibes, I'm exploring the city. It's super cool. Cool city. I was in the old historic center, so yeah, it was all cool over there. So eventually I finished my beer and I'm thinking, there's still a lot of people outside. It's all lively and stuff. Let me get another beer and keep hanging out. So there's people like with coolers around, they're selling drinks out of their coolers and stuff. So I just go up to one. There's like a group of like 4 people or so, and they're selling drinks right there. So I buy a beer from them and we start talking. They're all laughing. They're having a good time. They're super cool people. They're like my age. It's like a girl and a couple guys or something like that. I don't know, but we just start hanging out, talking and drinking. I drink the beer, I get another beer. I think we take like some shots and stuff. We're just enjoying the night, enjoying each other's company, laughing and stuff like that. And eventually, we just hanging out. Eventually, some of them leave or something like that. I'm just like with 2 of the guys now, and we're like walking through the streets. We're faded, we're laughing, we're joking, we're like talking to people in the streets, just, enjoying the night and having a good time. And at this point it comes to be like, I don't know, almost 2 a.m, right? It's getting pretty freaking late, but we've been having such a good time. Not gonna lie, we did a little bit of cocaine. They offered it to me at first. I said no, but they were all doing it. Everyone was doing it over there, so I did a little bit of it, and maybe it made me a little bit more friendly or social or willing to put my guard down or whatever, but I was having a really good time over there. So it comes to be like almost 2 a.m, and they tell me that there's like a warehouse party. There's like a big old party that everyone's gonna be at and something like that. Or so they asked if I want to go. I'm like, all right, okay, let's go to this party. Probably should have known better not to do that. It's pretty stupid to just go to a party with some guys you just met, especially in freaking Colombia when you're alone. But so I jump in the car with them. We're driving through Cartagena. I'm like, all right, hell yeah, we're about to go to this dope party. Gonna have a good time. Gonna, freaking be listening to some great music. Gonna dance and just try and stay up all night or something like that. Just enjoy the experience. So we're driving through Cartagena. Eventually we like start going up a hill, and we come to this freaking like big old house with a gate around it, and the freaking gate opens up. It's like a compound, dude, and the gate opens up, we drive in, and at that point, I knew that I'm fucked. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. We're going to this gate. At this point, I am no longer free. I cannot leave whenever I want to. I'm gonna have to have them open the gate to let me out. So I'm pretty much fucked at this point. My heart sinks, and I just knew, just like instantly, I knew that I'm, I don't think we're going to no party. I think that, I'm in some trouble right now. So anyways, we go in there, and at the same time, I'm still acting like friendly and cool, and I'm gonna act like naive and maybe a little, I don't know, just, I'm not gonna freak out. I can't freak out. I can't start yelling or demanding to be let out or whatever. I'm just gonna be chill. I'm gonna still pretend like they're my friends and whatnot, and just go into this house, and whatever happens. I'm gonna try and finesse my way out however I can. We get into this house, and it's a pretty big house. There's like different buildings on the same property. It's all surrounded by this metal gate, metal fence, like I said. and there's like people inside working and like packing bags and shit, like doing little tasks. There's like, it's like a whole organization or some shit. Like there's it's like a little cartel or something like that. I don't know. There's like workers in there. Everyone's like has a job to do. So it was like some organization with some weird shit. I don't know. I was pretty drunk still, so I don't know. So they led me upstairs and we went up to like this like room on like the second or third floor. It was like, I don't know, the attic room or some shit like that. It was kind of nice. So it was like a bed, a couch, and like a fridge, and it was like a pretty chill room actually. So we go into this room, and then they give me a beer. Even we're drinking beers in there, like we're still pretending like we're hanging out or something like that. I'm keeping it chill, and they tell me that I owe them money, like I owe them like $200 or something like that, I guess, for the cocaine or whatever. And I'm just trying to be chill. I'm like, $200? Like, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, $200 that I owe you. I think I do owe you $200. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I'd like to pay that to you. And so they take out like a freaking card scanner, like one of those card scanners at like the stores, you know. And I tap my card to it or whatever, and they take $200 from me. I'm like, all right, whatever. Fucking have that fucking money. And eventually they tell me that like I owe them more money or something. I owe them now like $1,000 or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, $1,000. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That sounds reasonable. Very reasonable. $1,000. I think we definitely did $1,000 worth of drugs and alcohol and worth of your time, which absolutely I didn't. I barely did a tiny bit of cocaine, and definitely did not owe them any money, pretty much. Maybe like, okay, $50, no more than $100, whatever, in some extreme case. But all right, $1,000, yeah, for my safety, to get out of here alive, yeah, $1,000, that is not much. I will definitely pay that. But the thing was that I only had a credit card, and I had like some kind of limit on it or something, so my thing wasn't going through. It wasn't scanning. It wasn't accepting the money, and I couldn't even Zelle. I couldn't even. I was struggling. I hadn't. I couldn't really pay them. So, like, I don't know. Then they tell me that their boss is gonna come into the room and come upstairs to like. They said that literally that their boss was gonna come make a decision on me. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? He's gonna come make a decision on me? Like, what? He's gonna come? What happens if the decision is bad? Like, what, is he gonna shoot me? So then at that point, I start thinking like, oh fuck, bro, these guys, like, they could fucking kill me right now, and fucking no one would ever know. They could do whatever to me. I'm in this compound. No one would ever know anything if this happened. But I'm like, all right, bro. At that point, I'm thinking, I'm looking around. There's like one window. I start thinking like somewhat crazy, bro. I'm like, yo, if this guy comes in with a gun, I'm diving headfirst through this glass window, second or third, 3 stories up, bro. And I'm fucking gonna let God decide my fate after that, bro. I'm fucking diving. I'm not gonna just be a sitting duck and let this guy come blast me freaking like a bitch, pretty much. Like, hell no, I'm gonna do something, bro. I'm gonna use these guys as a human shield or some shit. I don't know. So anyways, they said that the guy was gonna come, and we end up just like hanging out and drinking beers, and we're like waiting for this guy to come. He literally like never comes, and we end up drinking beer and like doing more cocaine and hanging out, just like us 3. There's me and these 2 guys all night until the freaking sun comes up. I swear to God, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of chill actually. Like, we were just hanging out, freaking drinking and doing some blow. Yeah, it was like pretty chill actually, not gonna lie. And anyways, the sun comes up, and they literally won't let me out. I asked them if they let me out, and I wanted to get out once I start thinking that the guy's gonna come shoot me, but they wouldn't let me out of the room. Like, physically, they would push me away from the door and told me to chill out. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So wait till the freaking sun rises, and then we like go, and we're going to like the bank or some shit, and they literally have like a driver, like a dedicated chauffeur driver. He's just another like gangster pretty much. And so it's us 4 in the car now. We're driving around the city, and we can't I'm going to like these banks and Western Unions with only my credit card, and none of them are accepting it. Like, it just keeps getting denied from like 3 different banks. We're driving all over Cartagena, and at this point, my girlfriend back in California has my location, and she can see me moving around, and she knows that something is wrong, because I don't even wake up early, much less on my vacation days. So she starts freaking out. She's like calling me, texting my parents and stuff like that. I can't pick up. All I'm able to do is text people saying that I'm fine, like, don't worry, right? But everyone's freaking out. They know something's wrong. And I'm just trying to play it cool still. Just gotta be freaking cool and, like, finesse my way out of this situation. Don't freak out. Just go with the flow, bro. Just, you know, be smart. So they're driving me to all these places. Eventually they don't work, and so now they said that there's like a morning party. They're like, oh, there's a morning party, we're gonna go to this morning party, there's gonna be girls and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, whatever, that sounds good, let's go to this morning party. I just don't want to go back to that compound that they were holding me in, because, you know, yeah, just don't want to be in that gate anymore. So we pull up to this other freaking, like, compound or something, like a big old house with another gate around it. I guess all the houses have gates around it. And we're all going in. Apparently it's a morning party, like at fucking 8 in the morning. Like, who the fuck does that? I don't even know. So we're like all going in. Everyone's going into the gate and stuff. And right at the last second, I like take a right. I'm like, I need to make a phone call. I just start dipping out. Like, bro, all I knew is there's no fucking way I was going in another gate. Like, hell no, I was not going in no gates. I'm not, you know, I'm out. I'm free at this. I'm outside, you know, I'm not in any gates. So I'm like, bro, fuck no, I'm not going to no gates. I feel like, and the guy, like, eventually, he like came after me, ran after me. He's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, let's go in the party, dude. I'm like, bro, I'm not going in no fucking gate. I'm not going in there, bro. I'm literally think that you guys are going to fucking torture or kill me or some shit like that. I'm not going in this shit. And he kept on trying to convince me. He's like, bro, you're sounding crazy. He was literally telling me that I'm acting crazy. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking going in that fucking place. Fuck that. And eventually he was like, all right, fuck. So he got like a taxi, and I thought the taxi driver was with him, but I guess he wasn't. He was just a normal taxi driver that happened to be like around our same age. And now we start driving to more banks and shit. Like, we're going to all these fucking places, and it's still getting turned down everywhere. None of them is working to get this money out of my credit card. So then I'm like, at the end, I'm like, all right, dude, how about you let's just go to the fucking mall right now, and I'll fucking buy you whatever the fuck you want. Go on a shopping spree, pretty much. Like, I'll buy you $1,000 worth of shit, and then we'll be even. So then that's what we did. We go to the mall, we go to this place called, like, Falabella. He wants to buy a new phone. I'm like, bro, get whatever phone you want. Like, I don't care. I thought he was gonna get like $1,000 iPhone. This fool got a fucking bummy ass fucking Android. It was only like $250. And I'm like, yeah, bro, get it, bro. You got it. Like, yeah, that phone's dope, dude. Like, fuck yeah, get that phone. And then he starts going to buy clothing and shit. I'm like, bro, get whatever the fuck shit you want. I don't fucking care, bro. I just want to get free from this. I just want to pay off this debt or whatever and just be done with this shit. So he buys like another $300 worth of clothes on fucking shoes and fucking pants and whatever the fuck. I'm like, bro, just fucking take it, bro. It looks like I'm literally buying shit for my boyfriend. At one point, because the workers were like, bro, why are you buying all this shit for him? Like, looking at me like that. I'm like, oh, dude, this is like my boyfriend. And like, I was kind of joking. I'm still trying to be cool, but yeah, bro, it literally looked like we were gay or some shit. And I was buying him hella shit. Anyways, buy all this shit, and then I'm like, bro, can you just like drop me off? Like, I'm pretty tired, bro. And he's like, oh, but you still owe us more money. You haven't paid it all off yet. I'm like, all right, bro, can we just fucking like wrap this? Like, all right, fine, let's go fucking buy more shit wherever you want. So we're leaving the mall. We're gonna go somewhere else apparently. And like when we're leaving the mall, all three of us, he like sees somebody that he knows or some shit. And like he goes to start talking with this person. And at that point, the taxi driver, he knows that I'm being kidnapped. The taxi driver's like, hey, come on, like, come with me. And I'm like, all right, let's bounce. And we just jump in the taxi. And he fucking drives me fucking back to my hotel. We ditched the fucking kidnapper, dude. And he's like, oh, dude, that guy's hella bad. Like, he's telling me, like, that stuff kind of happens a good amount in Cartagena or whatever. So he drives me all the way back to my hotel. I'm like, hell yeah, bro, thank you so much. But then he's like, oh, but you owe me money. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll give you like $20 for the ride home from the mall. Nah, he was talking about I owed him money from like that whole day of driving to all these banks. And like, it's literally like 2 hours worth of fucking driving around the city we did. And I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking, he's saying that I owe him $200 now. I'm like, bro, I'm not, sorry, dog, I'm not fucking paying you. So I fucking gave him $10 and he like threw it back at me. I'm like, bro, sorry, I don't know what you, like, I'm not paying you that shit. I was kidnapped. And going to my fucking hotel, and like the next day, this fool gets the cops, and the cops show up at my fucking room and like take me out, and fucking now we're like all of us are in the room. I'm not the kidnapper, but me, the taxi driver, and the fucking police. And I have to explain the whole situation of what happened to him in like my Spanish. My Spanish isn't perfect, but I explained the whole story to him and they thought about it. And eventually they let me off. They let me go, and they told the taxi driver that he's not gonna get paid. And so the taxi driver has to leave, and that was pretty much that. I filed a police report. And the thing was also that they knew where I was like staying at the hotel. Like now that definitely the taxi driver knows. So I still had like 3 nights left or something like that, but I didn't even get refunded any of it. I had to get a new hotel on like the other side of the city. So I changed my hotel, went to the other side of the city. My girlfriend met me there, and it was all good after that. But everyone was freaking out. My family was freaking out. Everyone was calling me and stuff like that, and I couldn't answer any calls because I was with those guys. But yeah, that's the story of getting kidnapped in Colombia. Fucking yeah, Colombia's a cool place. It's a little sketch, especially if you're by yourself. Definitely don't trust anyone. Don't go alone. But yeah, I had a good time besides that. And that was literally like my first like 8 hours of being in Colombia. This all happened. My first 8 hours of ever being in the country. But yeah, that's the end of that story. Yeah, thanks for listening.